Okay, everybody, here we go. It's me, Gregory Mannarino. Thursday, September, what is it? 14th. Yes, indeed, it's the 14th. 2023. Let's talk. I have so much stuff to go over with you. I hope you got a little time to hang out with me, and we're going to get through all this. So let's start off with this market. Okay, nice gains across the board. The Dow, the S&P 500, the Nasdaq. What's going on here is as clear can possibly be to me. This market believes one way or the other that the Federal Reserve is going to be forced to cut rates sooner than later because the bad economic news doesn't stop. Now, we got some economic news today. Now, if you were to turn on the mainstream propaganda ministries, they're going to tell you how great the economic news was. But we're going to really put a little light on that because, again, they're never, ever going to tell you the truth of what's happening. And I'm going to outline it for you very simply and very easily. European Central Bank today did raise 25 basis points. A lot of people believe that's going to be it too. And then a pause or a cut or whatever it might be. Look, it's very possible. It's very possible that central banks may pause. But with regard to cuts, I don't think they're cutting anytime soon. I could be wrong. The market seems absolutely convinced of it. There's also another factor. Let's talk about this other factor. It's hanging out right here. Crude oil. As you all know, crude oil is the lifeblood of the system. When crude oil gets bid higher, and this has been nothing short of almost supernatural, from $67 a barrel to over 90 in a very short period of time, basically gone straight up. What does that do? When crude oil gets bid up, it causes the entire energy sector to get bid higher, and the entire financial sector, the big banks, get bid higher. This bidding higher of the financial sector and the energy sector gives a boost to the entire market. Look, this is how they play the game. This is a game. You understand? You're not seeing anything that has any bearing on reality. It's not real. The distortions in the stock market are only getting much, much worse. They're not getting better. But again, look, I'm preaching to the choir here. All of you and a lot of my lions got in on my crude oil call. You know what? Let me tell you what's disturbing about that a little bit to me. Okay. I know a lot of my lions got in on that crude oil call, and you made a lot of money. Two people told me so far they were paying it forward. I'm not asking for any of the money, none of it. Okay. Just take some of that cash that you've made and, donate that to a charity that you believe in. All right. I think that's a pretty poor record. Just two people have written to me, said, okay, Greg, I made X and I'm going to donate this. And I'm not even asking you to donate a lot. 5%. Does that sound fair? I think it's fair enough. Anyway, so that's what's happening here. Why is the market rallying here? It's basically twofold. One, the market's convinced Fed's going to come in here and they're going to start cutting rates sooner than later. That's what Jeffrey Gundlach, billionaire, whatever that means, Jeffrey Gundlach had to say. He actually followed that up with they will be forced to do it because the economic news is just abysmal. And even today, regardless of what you may have seen, if you were flipping through Fox Business, Bloomberg, CNBC, they're praising all of some of the economic news. It's all fake. And I'm going to prove it to you in just a minute here. Anyway, so that's that whole thing, the European Central Bank. Okay, we covered all that. You got cryptocurrencies today getting bid higher nicely, pretty much across the board. Gold and silver down a little bit. The relative strength of the dollar stronger. The 10-year yield flat. Okay, despite the fact that this market remains in a high risk zone, just 20 points away or so from extreme risk. The market is again convinced the Fed's going to cut rates. The market is watching crude oil. Crude gets bid higher. The entire energy sector gets bid higher. Financial sector. See how this works? It's just cause and effect. The whole freaking market is cause and effect here. So what I want to do with you, man, I got so much stuff here. Let's talk about this. This is some of the economic news that we got today, and a lot of this stuff is in your inbox. If you subscribe to my free newsletter, I want you to have this. So again, I'm preaching to the choir. All of you, Lord Humongous, Scott, Lavago, Magic Mika, all my friends are here. Where's Goulstein? I know she's got to be here somewhere. Anyway, so you and I mean, we've been crystal clear on this since forever, that inflation has got nowhere to go but higher, and much higher, as we have outlined. As a matter of fact, this has outpaced even, believe it or not, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. You want to know what that secret is? Wholesale inflation is surging higher faster than even than I believed it would. So wholesale inflation numbers from today came in nearly 2 times higher than expected. I expected this number to be higher. Did I expect this number to come in nearly 2 times higher? No. It's an incredible thing to see here. Again, let me just read this to you. Lions and friends, go ahead and make this up. Inflation at the wholesale level gained more than expected in August, countering, the recent claims by the propaganda ministry showing that price increases are, they're contained. We did hear that recently out of its mouth, Yellenstein. The producer price index came in nearly 2 times more than was being predicted, and that's pretty amazing. And the market still rallied off of that. That's one. Now I want to, I don't even know which one to cover here first. Let's do this. This is just funny. This is just absolutely hilarious. If you're turning on again, Bloomberg, Fox Business, CNBC, pick one, any of them, they're all pushing the same thing. Oh, U.S. records a budget surplus in August. Yes, it's true. According to, here are the numbers. The U.S. recorded an $89 billion surplus in August, compared with a deficit of $220 billion for the same month last year. Okay, this is what they're saying. But I want you to catch this, and this is the fact. See what's in red? The improvement was due to a technical government accounting. What is technical? Anyone want to fill me in here? So what they're trying to tell you is this is a trick. It's fake. This technical government accounting, however they managed to do it, because I couldn't find anything on technical government account. This is a new thing they're throwing at us here. But because of this, we now have a surplus. It's absolutely 100% fake. Not only is it fake here, people, but in case you don't know, the deficit is going to double in a year. You're not allowed to know that. It's going to double from here, but they're trying to tell you there is a surplus. There is no surplus, and someone smarter than Greg Mannarino, please tell me what this is. Technical government accounting. Will someone explain that to me? Thank you, KN Spielberg. I appreciate that. You can't make this stuff up. You can't do it. It's absolutely freaking possible. Let us move forward. All this stuff is in your inbox, by the way. Some people complain to me, Greg, you put out too much stuff in your email. I can't take it. Just don't read it. Where's the rule that says you have to read it all? I mean, personally, I don't think many of you, most of you probably want to see more of this stuff in your inbox. I mean, than less. Am I right? Am I right, Lava? You're listening. I know you are. Now, this is incredible, too. This is absolutely freaking incredible. Let's talk about this. So, and I want you to try to make this up. So, and this is me. Silver Smart Stacker, thank you. Yeah, it's called lying. The mainstream propaganda ministry is, here we go. You ready to see it? Double fisting. You know what I'm talking about. They are double fist feeding us this fantastic retail sales number. But what they will not tell you, and this is the key to understanding this so-called fantastic number, and this is a major contributory factor, not to the core number, because they're selling you the total. Okay, the total includes gasoline, in case you don't know, and the great number is because of gasoline that rose 5.2 month over month. Imagine my shock. You and I have been watching energy prices go up and up and up and up. Now, if you were to strip out gasoline alone, the number is negative. The retail sales number is deeply negative. But you see, you're not supposed to know that either. Oh my goodness. Here's another piece of economic news, why the market believes, again, that the Fed's going to jump in here sooner than later. Median household income has now dropped again sharply, the sharpest drop that we've seen in quite a long time, and it's an incredible thing to see. Mortgage applications have now dropped to the lowest since 1996, a 27% drop year over year. Again, this is why the market believes Jeffrey Gunlock believes. I'm not putting down Jeffrey Gunlock. Okay, I think the guy is smart. No one can nail it to the wall 100% of the time. I don't care who you may be. Jeffrey's been right more so than he's been wrong. That's a fact. Okay. A lot of you pick on the guy because he's been wrong a lot, but he's been right more than he's wrong. That's the truth. But I think he's wrong here. Here, I believe he's wrong with saying the Fed's going to be cutting rates sooner than later. But the bad economic news is just absolutely stunning. It's abysmal. And mortgage applications falling 27% year over year. That's cataclysmic. Okay. People making much money on a real basis, based against inflation. People are getting wiped out. They're getting absolutely freaking destroyed. But I think that's something that you already know. Again, I got more stuff to talk about, so just bear with me here. So most of you know what the Federal Reserve's repo program is, their reverse repo. What this is overnight, the Federal Reserve is passing back and forth roughly $1.5 trillion between institutions. Okay, why is the Federal Reserve doing this? Why do they need to overnight move $1.5 trillion from here to there and then back again? What is this all about? Well, I've told you what this is all about, but I want you to have an even better perspective. Okay, the Federal Reserve is doing this, moving again. As of late, you can check this for yourself if you want to verify what I'm saying. Okay, it's just over $1.5 trillion back and forth every single night. This is faking. Exactly, Michael, you get my ultimate praise of the day. Look what this guy wrote, Michael Motoika. Absolutely. The system is a liquid. This is faking liquidity. It's tricking the system into thinking it's more liquid than it is. Okay, this back and forth movement of $1.5 trillion overnight. Scott knows what I'm talking about. It's insane. Okay, but again, people can't know these things. This is all hidden from everyone. They can't understand that we have a liquidity problem. We're in a full-blown, off the freaking charts liquidity crisis right here and now. Why do you think that these major institutions, the commercial banks, are going to the discount window? They go up to the Federal Reserve's discount window and they borrow money at a discount or zero, okay? And then they go out there and they lend it to everybody at exorbitant fees and charge 18, 19, 20, 22% for credit cards? Could you imagine who came up with this system? That's what I want to know. But anyway, yes, very good call, Michael. Fantastic. Exactly. It's faking liquidity. And I am you see, look, I've worked my butt off here for years, trying to shed light, like my back window, on what's happening. And I see that you people are getting it. Yes, vomitous liquid, Reinhardt. You got it. Joe gets it too. Everybody gets it here. Oh my, I love all of you. All right, now listen, before I end this lovely thing and we go on to the little Q&A session here, check your inbox for this one. Okay, I want you to see what's happening. We could go, I got to be very, very careful with what I say here. Okay. But let me just read some of this to you, okay? I wrote, people, if you do nothing else today, read this. Remember during the whole last thing that went around, the whole con job on an unprecedented scale, how desperately the mainstream media was trying to convince people that had no symptoms of anything. They felt completely well. They had nothing wrong with them at all. They felt like they could run a marathon. They were telling them they were sick. You're sick, even though you feel completely well. Well, that scam is coming back. You remember they were selling us, you who feels completely well and could probably run a marathon, okay? You're so sick that you don't know it, and you have to get tested just to see if you're sick, even though you have something that's so bad that you have to get tested to see if you have it. It's all back. It's coming back. They're taking a page out of their freaking playbook and they're doing it again. Okay. I know that not a single one of you who follows this blog is going to fall for it, but they're doing it because people will in mass. They're pushing the fear propaganda on everyone yet again here. It's incredible. It's an incredible thing what they're doing. And why change it? If it worked before, it'll work again. I'm hoping that's not going to be the case, but unfortunately, I think it is. So sick. I think that might be the greatest scam in the history of the world, trying to convince people who had no symptoms of anything whatsoever that felt perfectly well. They were so sick, they're about to die, and they better get tested because the disease is so virulent, it's so absolutely bad that they don't even know they have it. That they convinced people that was true. Well, not me and not you. Anyway, people, I am covering a lot with you, and I hope this video doesn't get pulled or anything. Anyway, look at my handwriting. Is this miserable? I was a healthcare provider for 20 years. This is what happens to you. You know, you got nurses coming over. Greg, sign this. What am I signing? I don't even know. Just sign it. Anyway, it's crazy. People, look, this guy here loves you a lot. I mean that. So, what do you guys and girls want to talk about? You want to talk about Trump 2024? He was the guy who started pushing the miracle vaccine. Okay, let's not forget that. But anyway, things are all going to get better when he wins, right? Whoop speed, he called it. No, I don't think he's going to save a damn thing. But that's just my take on it. Anyway, so what do you guys and girls want to talk about here? The 10-year yield. Okay, I did cover it, but I'll cover it again real quick. It's stuck. It's not doing anything. It's stayed at the same place for over the last week or so. Ain't making much of a move here. And why is that? Because the market believes, again, that the Fed's going to cut rates sooner than later. The market is convinced of this. And then you got crude oil, again, playing right into the. And of course, the Fed has a trading desk. The Fed buys large cap stocks. People, I told you, you know this. You know how it works. Do your own research on this. Thank you, Randy. I appreciate that. You know, they don't frolic around and play in front of their trading desk. They buy the market. Okay, it's called the plunge protection team. They're not going to allow the market to fall. This is an illusion that must be maintained because Bidenomics is working so well. In case you forgot, the Bidenomics is working so incredibly well that we have a budget surplus, and they had to use technical government accounting. Whatever this may be, to prove that Bidenomics is working because now there's a surplus, but the deficit is expected to double in the next year. But it's all okay because they are saying it's fine, and we all must be just perfect. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. You know, because we have this going on too with, retail sales that are just fabulous, but strip out gasoline and then we're actually negative, but that's Bidenomics too. And then we have wholesale inflation coming in 2 times higher than they expected. You and I both knew it was going to go up. Did we both expect it was going to rise this much? Honestly, no, not this guy. But that's just me. That's just me, people. I'm just a humble guy sitting here trying to, it's trickery. Magic Maker's got it. It's just, could you imagine how many people do you think are going to believe this? I mean, how many people do you think, look this up for yourself. Technical government accounting? What is that? What is it? You can't make this. You can't make this. Just real quick, on a longer run basis, I wrote this earlier, the deficit is getting larger, duh. Okay. For the first 11 months of this fiscal year, the deficit widened to 1.5 trillion, up 61% from a year ago. But we have a surplus now because of technical government accounting. And you know it's right because, well, they're telling you it's right, so it must be right. Lovely. Am I right here, people? Come on now. Lord humongous. Dude, you've been with me so long. You're awesome. What else can we talk about, people? Did I cover everything for you? Really? Did I put this into a perspective that's easy to understand? Please do me a favor. Honestly, I'm asking all of you outright, straight out, share this stuff. Okay. The thumbs up. Look, we got 567. I know we can do better than that. That's number one. 569 now. with regard to getting this stuff out there, please share this stuff on your social networks. Get it out there. Let people understand what's happening. Without you, I mean, there's nothing. Absolutely nothing. I'm out here and I'm laying all this stuff out, but it's all of you, like Joey Socks over here and everybody else, Scott and Axiom Curb and Lava and all of you people, Gold Lover, Brian August, Jenna, all of you. It's crazy. Let me answer this question from a Breath of Flow. Can the debt market last the next 5 years? Look, I don't think any of us would have believed it would have gone this far. We're now paying you and me and everybody here right now is paying for this via rising inflation that's rising much higher than any projection. I mean, when are people going to rise up? Let me ask you that question, okay, real quick. You know how I am about this. People keep getting smacked across the face over and over and over and over, okay? And they're just taking it, bam, bam, bam. Every projection by the Federal Reserve, the European Central Bank, the Bank of England, they've been 100% wrong. Telling you that is temporary, that it's transitory. We have Yellenstein telling us it's contained. It is not contained. It's never been temporary nor transitory. You and I have outlined this since day one. But people keep taking it over and over and over again, and they do nothing. They just sit back and do nothing. They argue about the blue team or the red team. It's a uniparty. People, they don't give a damn about you at all. And the illusion of choice, well, that is being maintained, and it's fake. Just along all this other stuff too. Come on, Alan Greenspan, tell everybody the truth. Come on, you know what's going on here. John Baxter, exactly. Queen, Jenna, everybody. All right, look, I got to go. I am going to be racing my Copo Camaro today for the first time. I'm a little nervous about it. I've never raced a car with this much power, and it should be kind of interesting. So I will keep you on top of that. And you and I, will get back. Yes, it's supercharged. We will reconvene tomorrow. But please, people, like I said, thank you for those thumbs up. Now we're at 700. It makes me feel a lot better. But please get this stuff out. We need to let more people understand what's happening. Maybe it won't make any difference. Maybe it won't. But maybe it will too. And I really believe in my heart, or at least I want to believe in my heart, that because this is our thing, are making a positive difference in the world. That's all I care about. That's all I care about, is making a positive difference in the world, along with all of you. All of you. Running in the eights today. It's very possible, Joel. We'll see if we get into the eights. I'd be happy with a 9-0. I'll be honest with you. All right, people. I am so out of here. It's getting late. Again, love you from the heart. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support. Thank you for those thumbs up. Just thank you for just being my friends, all of you. I mean that I need all of you like you have no idea. It's the truth. All right. I will see you in the morning. Take care.